Live from the UNG Soccer Complex, we get set for the second half of our doubleheader action here in Dahlonega between the Bearcats of Lander University taking on the Nighthawks of the University of North Georgia in men's action here from Dahlonega. Lander coming into this one at 6-4-2 after they fell to Carson Newman on Wednesday night. I think that's what happened. I'd have to look at that to make sure. Nevertheless, Lander in conference play is 2-1 coming in. Lander did defeat Carson Newman in a 1-0 victory. 13th ranked in the nation was Carson Newman coming into that one. And it breaks their first losing streak since the opening weekend of the 2016 season. North Georgia coming in off a 5-3 loss to Clayton State, where they were the better team for the first 15 or so minutes, where they scored 2 goals with Aaron Ozer. And then they were unable to do much of anything else, as the Nighthawks only got 1 more goal in the last 70 or so minutes of play and fell in that one 5-3. So North Georgia now 1-2 in league play on 3 points. Again, Lander 2-1 on 6 points in the Peach Belt Conference. Lander led by Max Bolton in goals and points. He scored 5 times, added 2 assists. Jacob Withers will be the goalkeeper. Sophomore from North Augusta, South Carolina, has given up just 13 goals on the year, and he is the only keeper for Lander to have seen minutes in between the posts. Lander 11-3-2 all-time against North Georgia. They are unbeaten in the last 8, but North Georgia's gotten 2 draws off the Bearcats in the past 8. One of those draws was in the Peach Belt Championship back in 2017. It was a penalty kick shootout to decide the conference champion in the automatic bid. North Georgia's last win in the series came back in 2011. It was a 3-0 win for the then Saints of North Georgia. North Georgia 2-5 against the Bearcats here on the pitch at the UNG Soccer Complex. We will take a commercial break. When we return, starting lineups for both teams. Lander and North Georgia getting set to do Peach Belt Conference battle on the Nighthawk Sports Network.
All right, Joy Red Beads. I hear if you run long enough, you get something called a runner's high, which sounds like something I'd really enjoy. Let's do this. Okay, so far so good. Mama Lake? What? Still no high though. Hi. Hey. Oh my God, there it was. My first runner's high. Well, better quit while I'm ahead. God, I'm good.
It takes more than intelligence and talent to succeed in life. It takes grit and a commitment to excellence.
It takes the willingness to serve others and a cause greater than yourself.
It requires you to push boundaries,
ask difficult questions,
and understand the world around you.
It requires you to know your strengths
and weaknesses, and have the desire to make yourself better than you were yesterday.
It requires you to be independent, efficient, and tolerant.
Ultimately, it requires you to be a leader. At the University of North Georgia, we develop leaders.
Leaders who serve our country abroad to tackle the challenges of the world.
And leaders who serve at home to improve our way of life.
Leaders who never quit.
Leaders who lead by example and not exception.
Leaders who are tough, but fair.
Leaders who are relentless and passionate.
Leaders who solve problems and don't make excuses.
Leaders who do the right thing, even when no one's looking.
There's nothing average about the University of North Georgia and its Corps of Cadets.
If you've got what it takes, then bring it.
Back with you here in Dahlonega as Lander and North Georgia get set to do PBC battle here at the UNG Soccer Complex under overcast skies. The rain has ceased for the moment as a lot of the fans have gone to their cars to get some rain gear just in case for the second half of this doubleheader. Lander will be in the all blue, North Georgia in the white, fading to blue for today's matchup. And we will get our officials as well here in just a moment as we get ready to take a look at the starting lineups for both teams. The referee crew for today's game as assigned by the Peach Belt Conference. Chris Heintzman in the middle, David J. and Raymond Blunt, the assistant referees for this matchup here in Dahlonega. We'll start with the Bearcats under head coach Lee Squires. In goal again, number 23, Jacob Withers, the sophomore out of North Augusta, South Carolina. The remaining of the starting 11 for Lander will be number 3, Luke Narker, the junior out of Decatur. Number 4, Max Landau, the sophomore midfielder from Darlington, England. Number 5, Alistair Danyon, the freshman defender from the country of France. Number 7, Oakley Hanger, the senior from Southampton, England. Number 8, Harry Berkhamshaw, the freshman midfielder from Mansfield, England. Number 9, Robbie Young, the senior forward from Motherwell, Scotland. He played in that 2017 Peach Belt Championship game, as did number 10, George Knight, the senior forward from Basingstoke, England. Number 15, Max McNulty, freshman forward out of Birmingham, England. Number 16, Jed Smith, the freshman midfielder from Essex, England. And number 25, the player to watch for Lander will be Max Bolton, the freshman forward from Brentwood, England. Again, the starting 11 for the Bearcats: Narker, Landau, Danyon, Hanger, Berkhamshaw, Young, Knight, McNulty, Smith, Bolton, and Withers tending the pipes for the Bearcats. For the Nighthawks of North Georgia, under 13th year head coach Pat Paris. In goal will be number 00, Connor Domaleski. Domaleski did give up the 5 goals on Wednesday, but for the most part this year he has played extremely well. Gave up just 1 goal to number 20, Francis Marion. Gave up just 1 goal to West Alabama. Gave up just 1 goal to Lincoln Memorial. All of those teams that are traditionally in the postseason contention in their respective regions. The rest of the starting 11 for Pat Paris. His record 87, 119, and 20. Number 3, Michael Wall. By the way, Domaleski, 6'3", redshirt junior from Conyers and Heritage High School. Number 3, Michael Walsh, 6-foot freshman defender from Sewanee. He did his prep work at North Gwinnett, the former Bulldog of North Gwinnett High School. Number 5, Adam Dowdy, back in the starting lineup. A good sign to see him back in the starting 11 for the Nighthawks. The 6-foot senior defender from Habersham, England, a former Raider of Habersham Central. Number 6, Jordan Day, the 6-foot redshirt senior defender from Beverly, England. He did his prep work at Wyke Sixth Form in college. Number 7, David Zając, the 5'10" freshman midfielder from Kostrzyn, Poland. He is a key cog in the attack for North Georgia. Number 9, Jack Newhouse, 5'11" freshman midfielder from Wirral, England. He prepped at Calder Green Grammar. Number 10, Victor Galterio, the 5'11" junior midfielder from Sao Paulo, Brazil. He prepped at Colegio Anglo Pedreira and transferred in from Northeast Community College. Number 12, Aaron Ozer, 6'4" senior forward from Berlin, Germany, a goal back of the program record for goals in a career. Currently sitting at 16 goals, as he is 1 goal away from tying Alex Grant in that category. Number 15, Evan Davis, 6-foot senior midfielder from Griffin, Georgia. He prepped at Spalding High School. Number 19, Donovan Odier, the 6-foot junior midfielder from Geneva, Switzerland. He did his prep work at Institute Florimont and transferred in from Gillette College. And number 26, Andre Bashura, the 5'9" junior forward from Lilburn, Georgia, who prepped at Parkview and transferred in from Andrew College. Again, the starting 11 for North Georgia will be Connor Domaleski, Michael Walsh, Adam Dowdy, Jordan Day, David Zions, Jack Newhouse, Victor Galterio, Aaron Ozer, Evan Davis, Donovan Odier, and Andre Bashura. You see the teams out, getting set for the national anthems and going through the starting lineups here in Dahlonega as the all blue for the Bearcats with the goalkeeper in Jacob Withers in all gray. North Georgia in the white fading to blue with Connor Domaleski in the highlighter yellow. The officials will be in the orange tops with the black shorts and socks on the pitch today for the Peach Belt Conference matchup that we have going on. We'll take a moment, as we have a moment now, to take a look at the Peach Belt Conference scoreboard from the women's side. Columbus State leads Georgia College 1-0. Albany State and Lander doing Peach Belt Conference battle right now as we take a look to see if there's anything going on there. We do not have any results from Lander and Albany State. Clayton State and Francis Marion women to kick off in about an hour up in Florence, South Carolina. Young Harris and Clayton State underway on the men's side. Clayton State trails Young Harris 2-0 right now in the 29th minute. Commercial break for the national anthem. Back with kickoff after these messages on the Nighthawk Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Sonia McClain with Red Rooster Realty. Fall is right around the corner, and it doesn't get any prettier than this. Have you been thinking about buying in Georgia's Lake and Mountain Paradise? Give me a call at 770-480-4777.
NCAA TV and marketing rights fees. Where does the money go? Long answer, 96% of the revenue is used to fund 88 championships and support 1,055 member colleges and universities, who together provide $2 billion annually in financial aid to more than 400,000 student athletes so they can compete and learn. Short answer, we put our money where our mission is.
The UNG Bookstore is the one-stop shop where students can get anything they need for the classroom and fans can find everything they need to support the Nighthawks, from shirts and jackets to car decals and tailgating chairs. Gear up at the Nighthawks Nest with officially licensed UNG merchandise. Be sure to shop in store to find the item of the week. Visit our stores in Dahlonega, Gainesville, Oconee, and Cumming, or check us out online at ungbookstore.com. The UNG Bookstore is a proud sponsor of North Georgia Athletics.
Shop, play, and stay in Dahlonega, the heart of the North Georgia mountains.
Lander and North Georgia getting set to do Peach Belt Conference battle here in Dahlonega. Lander will move from right to left as we look at it. The Nighthawks from left to right as we draw closer and closer to kick. I want to say a congratulations to Colonel James T. Palmer, as he was the former commandant of cadets here at the University of North Georgia. Lane number 1 of the Colonel Raymond C. Hamilton Rifle Range is now named after him, done during a ceremony earlier today. So we want to say a special congratulations and a thank you to Colonel Palmer for everything he did while at North Georgia, not only for the rifle program, but also the athletic department and the university as a whole. Nighthawks with the first bit of possession here as they got the opening kick, tossed back to Domaleski. Dowdy and Walsh, the two center backs, as they work it across the back line. Dowdy will bring it upfield. Bashora looking inside for Zions. It's batted away by the Bearcats. Zions tries to thread it through. It comes back out. Lander on it now. Max McNulty trying to work through. McNulty goes back, and it's a throw in for Lander. Bashora takes it away. Dowdy steps in. Lander still on the front foot here. Here's Robbie Young. Young sends a cross in, headed down by Bashora, only as far as Narker. And Michael Walsh steps in to clear it back out to midfield. Ozer giving pressure as Landau plays it back to Hanger. Dowdy heads it away, and North Georgia can now step out a little bit on the defensive front. Played over the top, looking for Robbie Young. Young into the corner. Can he keep it in play? No, he can't. It'll be a throw for the Nighthawks. Thrown into Galterio. His clearance was deflected by Robbie Young. Now here's Galterio again, defended by Young. This time he gets the clearance out, but only as far as Berkhamshaw. Berkhamshaw out to Young. Berkhamshaw goes down, advantage played. Walsh tries to get a clearance out. Ball still in the 18. McNulty plays it back, gets it back. Shot taken. Actually, that is Max Bolton. His shot is saved by Connor Domaleski. Domaleski boots it away. Played up top. Odier trying to run under it, but it's taken away by Alistair Danyon. Played into the middle, just out of the reach of Jordan Day. The counterattack on for Lander. Pushing upfield is Berkhamshaw. Trying to feed it over to McNulty. Unsuccessful, but Lander still with possession. Dowdy steps in, turns it away. George Knight steps up, gives it to Hanger. Hanger pushing the ball up the far side. Looking for McNulty, finding McNulty. McNulty into the box. Shot is punched high, and a good save there from Domaleski. Corner kick forthcoming for the Bearcats. Robbie Young boots it to the far side. It'll be Max Landau to take it. Lander throws a bunch of numbers forward. Everybody bunching inside that partial circle at the top of the 18. Corner sent in. Headed up in the air. Trying to settle it inside the 18 was McNulty. He'll touch it back out wide for Landau. Landau sends another cross in. Adam Dowdy skies to head it away. And here come the Nighthawks trying to break out. Instead, Hanger will touch it back to Jacob Withers. And Withers will reset things for the Bearcats. Long diagonal play to Robbie Young. Over the head of Evan Davis. Did Davis get a touch on it? He did. It'll be a throw for the Bearcats. Humidity rising as the rain came in. It has since subsided, as now it'll be a long throw in coming from Jed Smith. Sent in. Headed away by Evan Davis. Only as far as Berkhamshaw, though, just outside the attacking third. Odier stands in. Ozer heads it down, but unable to do anything with it are the Nighthawks. It comes down to Jordan Day just inside center circle. Touched out wide to David Zions. Zions with a great touch to get past Hanger. Zions trying to run on it and keep possession. Hanger steps in, sends it back up top. Dowdy keeps it in, though, And now Lander looking to break as Galterio will settle it at the midfield stripe, give it to Bashura. Now here's Newhouse. Newhouse looking for Ozer, a little heavy for him. Galterio stands in. Victor out wide for Odier. Odier touches it down into the corner to Galterio. It's a little heavy for him. It'll roll out for a Bearcat throw. No score in the 6th minute. Bearcats trying to break out of their own corner. They do so. And now working it on the near touchline. Heavy from, I believe that was Berkhamshaw. Davis will throw it in. Ozer. ODA looking for Ozer. Aaron couldn't get on it. It's sent high into the air by Narker. ODA tries to get ahead on it. It comes out to Jordan Day, who touches it out wide for Davis. Davis sends it toward Ozer. Ozer trying to get on it in the 18. And it'll go out off of North Georgia. We'll see if they call the foul. They will call the foul. Free kick coming for Withers. Taken down the near touch line. It was sailing out the entire way. Evan Davis will take this one. He was the Nighthawk Spotlight in episode 3 of All Access. Here's Odier. To the center of the park today. Back to Evan Davis. Davis, long switch for Bashura. Bashura chests it toward, that was Newhouse flying in, and Withers skies a little higher. All the way upfield for McNulty. McNulty steps over the ball. Bashura steps in. Here's Hanger. Looking into the center of the park for Berkhamshaw. Take it away. Here's Jordan Day. Long pass taken away by the Bearcats. Lander trying to push forward. George Knight looks into the middle for McNulty. Played back to Hanger. North Georgia trying to put forth a little bit of pressure. Ozer will be whistled for the foul. Lander puts it back in play. Withers. As we enter the 10th minute of play. Here's McNulty. Pushes it out wide for George Knight. Knight unable to keep it in play. Bashura will trigger this one in. Berkhamshaw. As Hanger tried to get cheeky with it, Zion stepped in, touched it out of bounds, forcing the Bearcats to start over. Looking into the center of the park, trying to thread the needle for Max Bolton. North Georgia now starts to push forward. Ozer was pulled from behind. Heinzman whistles the foul. North Georgia Soccer on the Nighthawk Sports Network is brought to you by the UNG Bookstore, 4 locations across Northeast Georgia. Free kick taken. Ozer will be whistled for the foul, a high elbow. Withers takes the free kick out to the near side. Over the head of Evan Davis, flipped along by McNulty. ODA tries to keep it in play. He didn't get a great touch on it. A throw in coming for the Bearcats. Played all the way back to Withers, who will send this one upfield. Sun trying to break through a little bit. Davis's clearance blocked up by Robbie Young. ODA, his 1-2 was a little strong. Out for a Nighthawk throw. Evan Davis will be the one to take it. Galterio trying to run on and give pressure. Now Bashora presses forward toward George Knight. Lander in North Georgia here in Dahlonega, 12 minutes down in this 90-minute battle. Ozer giving pressure, not a great pass toward Danyon. Lander breaks out of it though. Withers will settle it in the back, go right into the middle to Berkhamshaw. Newhouse gives pressure. Now a clearance only as far as ODA. ODA's touch finds Newhouse. Newhouse taken down, no whistle. And Jordan Day will be whistled for the foul. Jordan wants the foul called on Newhouse. Newhouse was selling it a little bit. Played into the middle. Bashora. Guarded closely by, that's Bolton. All the way to the back line for Lander. Hanger will touch it back to his keeper. Ozer came from an offside position. Galterio steps in. Berkhamshaw draws the foul. Cross goes all the way over the face of goal and out of play for a Nighthawk goal kick, which Domaleski will take here momentarily. Galterio to ODA, back heel, and North Georgia earns the throw. It flipped off of Luke Narker. 16th minute here in Dahlonega, no score. Nighthawks still looking for their first shot of the evening. Thrown in. Lander touches it out of play. Now here's Ozer. Back to Davis. Looking for Ozer. Advantage played. Shot taken by Galterio, and it's a goal kick. Withers told to hurry up. And now the sophomore keeper will boot it away. Davis, or rather Day, gets the head on it. Out for a Lander throw right in front of the light pole. Here's Bolton. Played over the top, looking for McNulty and finding him. McNulty settles it with Dowdy defending. Played back. Lander with Landau. McNulty. Back again. Now here's McNulty again. This time he'll send in a cross. Good defense by Walsh. Comes all the way out. Ozer just a step slow. Jed Smith will settle it for the Bearcats, and they will keep the ball in the attacking phase. George Knight sends a low cross in. Dowdy deflects it straight out for a Bearcat corner. Sent in. Domaleski jumps up over the top of everybody and brings it in. Now he'll roll it out quickly as the Nighthawks look to push forward. Jordan Day has it taken away from him by Robbie Young. Now the Bearcats press forward. Jed Smith. Touch out wide. McNulty. Taken down and a free kick coming. Will be just outside the 18. I mean, it can't get any closer to the 18-yard box. One-person wall in ODA. Sent in. Good save by Connor Domaleski. Max Landau struck that one for goal the whole way. And a save from the redshirt junior keeper. Now Landau will make the trot all the way across the pitch to take this corner on the far side. Taken. Headed by McNulty, but can't direct it toward goal. Ozer's the first to get there. Aaron sends it into the middle to Odier. Odier can't keep possession. Now Lander presses forward again. Here's Robbie Young. Advantage played. Into Knight. Back to Young. Young. Shot from outside the 18 is high all the way. Forever rising. Goal kick. Here's Michael Walsh sending it up the near side. Odier trying to run on it. And it will be a goal kick for the Bearcats. North Georgia Soccer on the Nighthawk Sports Network, brought to you by Yahula Creek Grill, comfort food reinvented. Bashura trying to step in, and a foul called on Lander and George Knight. Over the top on the free kick, trying to find Odier. It comes out to Ozer in the center of the park, and now Lander will clear their lines. Walsh looks as if he'll be the first one there. Gets a head on it. And now going upfield, McNulty still down behind the play. Played out to Narker. Narker will send it in. It's sent out by Walsh. Play continues. Berkhamshaw. Top of the 18. Shot by Berkhamshaw is blocked up. Now here comes Newhouse. Tried to find Ozer, but it was read perfectly by the Bearcats and Danyon. Danyon plays it out to Hanger. To the near side. Newhouse steps in as North Georgia looks to break. Throw in coming for Lander. It'll be McNulty to take it. Elects to take it short to the feet of Hanger. Hanger has it taken away from him by Ozer. Ozer will send it upfield for Newhouse. Newhouse overran it initially. Now touches it out wide for Zions. Zions, one touch, trying to thread it through to Odier. Lander had numbers back. North Georgia trying to throw some numbers forward, but Lander will settle it in the back as we are in the 20, going into the 25th minute of play here at the UNG Soccer Complex. Shot taken and a good save by Domaleski as Bolton fired a rocket. Ozer over the top, finds Zions. Back to Day. Now Newhouse to Ozer. And Ozer will commit the foul. Final warning for Aaron Ozer as Christopher Heinzman counts the number of times he's been whistled. The next one will be persistent infringement. Bearcats trying to play out of the back. Here's Berkhamshaw. Again, the Bearcats all the way to the back line. This time it's Jed Smith going to try and start the attack. Newhouse giving pressure, plays it across to Alistair Daniel. Out for a throw. Bashora will be the one to take it. Galterio. A good touch out wide. Davis able to keep it in. Here's Evan on the near side. Davis touches it out wide for Odier. A bit strong for Donovan, and a goal kick for Lander. Pat Parrish saying to speed things up, the movement too slow. So a goal kick coming from Withers. Mashura trying to out-jump George Knight, unable to do so. The ball trickles out wide for Lander. Trying to push it through for Max Bolton. North Georgia comes away with it. Now here comes the Nighthawks. Galterio was in behind. Can he race this one down? Good defense there from Alistair Daniel to step in. It'll be a goal kick for the Bearcats. Withers again told to speed things up. Goal kick taken wide to the far side. Lander trying to break through. The Bearcats wanted a foul. George Knight imploring for it, but not going to get it. Ozer. Out for a Nighthawk throw. Bashora will send this one in toward Odier. Sent out by the Bearcats. Stepping off for, that's wide of the net as Withers can come off his line, a goal kick. Sam Walton steps on as the clock will now stop. And George Knight will be summoned by Christopher Heinzman. So Walton into the match. Lander trying to break through here. 2-on-3. North Georgia with the numbers. Knight plays it all the way back over to Hanger. Hanger back to Daniel. As again, Walton checks in, the 5'10 senior midfielder from Newcastle. Transfer in from Carl Sandberg. And a foul on Lander. Free kick for Adam Dowdy forthcoming. Zionts checked off. headed down by Newhouse and sent out of play for a Nighthawk throw. North Georgia Soccer on the Nighthawk Sports Network is brought to you by Chick-fil-A. Eat more chicken. 31st minute here in Dahlonega. No score between the Bearcats and the Nighthawks as that cross was intercepted by Jacob Withers, and he will roll it out wide for Daniel. Galterio steps in. Walton gets a touch into the middle to Jordan Day. Day found the feet of Heintzman. All the way across now for Michael Walsh. He's got some time. He'll settle this one down and play it back to Domaleski. Lander content to let Domaleski play with the ball as the Bearcats in their 4-4-2. Here's Walsh. Odier broke through the double team and then pushed hard off the ball. If he'd have fallen down, he might have gotten the foul. He kept his feet and no whistle. Here's Ozer. Through for Sam Walton. A bit heavy for the senior to get to. Be a throw in for Lander, and the Bearcats are going to make a couple of substitutions. McNulty and Bolton are stepping off. Stepping on is Tom Marriott and Thibaut Cretian, excuse me. Thibaut Cretian.
Onto the field for the Bearcats, number 19, Thibaut Cretian, and number 11.
And a shot from Tom Marriott out for goal kick. Chrétien, the junior from Laval, France, he, back in 2017, the 2017 Peach Belt Conference Championship game, it was a good night for him, if I recall. Chrétien had the assist on the only goal that the Bearcats had. And he made what ended up being the final penalty kick to send Lander to the NCAA tournament as the automatic qualifier. They would have made it anyway. Now here's Newhouse threading it through for Odier. Odier past Withers. Withers got just enough on it to touch it wide of the post. It'll be a corner kick for North Georgia. Yellow card issued to, that is Oakley Hanger on a reckless tackle earlier on. So the yellow goes to the senior defender, Oakley Hanger. He'll play on yellow the rest of the day. Walton set to take this corner. Sends the in-swinger in. Sails over everybody. Galterio, a long-distance shot, is wide. And goal kick.
That yellow card was issued to number 7, Oakley Hanger of the Bearcats. It's his first caution of the game.
Throw in for North Georgia. toward the 18. Now here's Jordan Day. He'll fire a shot with the left foot, bending the whole way. A corner kick coming for the Nighthawks as it took a deflection. 35th minute is gone here in Dahlonega. Sam Walton set to take the corner. In swinger. Over the head of everyone again. Comes out to Odier. Odier into the corner. And he's taken off the ball by Lander. The Bearcats on their heels a little bit now, as it's out for a Bearcat throw. Another Bearcat throw forthcoming. Walsh tries to clear it away, unable to do so as Robbie Young steps in, finally cleared out for a Bearcat throw. Women's side, Columbus State defeats Georgia College 2-0. And now a foul on Lander. Gives the Nighthawks a free kick. Taking a look at the table for women's soccer. Flagler and North Georgia on 22 points. Again, Flagler the match in hand. UNC Pembroke improves to 6-2. They were on 18 points. Young Harris to play a little bit later on tonight. Columbus State up to 15 points now, as they are 5-4 in league play. Columbus right now, if the season were to end, would be hosting Young Harris as the 4 seed. High in the air, Withers will jump up to take that one. So Columbus State, after a less than stellar start for the Cougars, they've worked their way into, if the playoffs started today, hosting a quarterfinal matchup. Davis looking for Newhouse. Newhouse could not get the touch on it. Out of play for goal kick. Subs for Lander. Bearcats will bring Berkhamshaw off. And Daniel Sonnerstedt will step on. Walton finds Newhouse in the center of the park. Threads it over to Odier. Odier into the 18. His cross deflected. Stays on the ball. Odier, triple team now. Somehow breaks through. Comes out to Newhouse. Newhouse will fire a shot from distance. It was rising the whole way. Coming up at halftime, we'll look at the first half stats, also the Peach Belt Conference scoreboard. Young Harris and Clayton State already well into the second half. Down in Morrow, we'll get you updated on that coming up at halftime. Jordan Day heads it toward Galterio. Victor trying to break through. Lost the ball. Cleared over the top. Robbie Young giving chase. Headed back by Walsh. Wide of goal, so Domaleski could run and get it. Played over the top, looking for Chrétien. A foul on Chrétien. They say he was diving. The clock will stop as Lee Squires wants to have a word with Christopher Heinzman. Chrétien whistled for a dive. Squire's not a fan of it. Now Adam Dowdy will boot it away off the free kick. Over the head of Ozer. Now here goes Chrétien again. Behind Knight. Played up to Ozer. Played through to Odier. Withers off his line. Odier tried to send a cross through. Deflected out off of Withers after it was cleared off the line. Corner kick coming. Inside the 41st minute now of play. Newhouse will trot over to take this one. Newhouse sends this one high in the air. Back post. Flipped along by Walsh. Headed back in by Dowdy. Cleared out for the moment by Lander, and now they look to counter. Chrétien trying to run onto it. He's unable to. It goes out for a throw for the Nighthawks. Valterio will take this one. Evan Davis into the center of the park to Odier. Odier plays it out wide for Newhouse. Newhouse will have time to get on it near the end line. Newhouse trying to work through a pair of Bearcats. Unable to do so, and the Lander team will be able to clear their lines. Jordan Day gets on it. Long ball toward Walton. It flies over his head for a goal kick. Substitution as the clock will stop. We might have a card on the bench. A yellow card issued to the bench. So after the yellow card to the bench,
That yellow card has been issued to the Lander bench.
Ozer sends one flying across the frame. Can Odier get there? No, he can't. It'll be goal kick for the Bearcats. Shot taken by Day, bending, not enough. Be a corner kick, though, after the deflection from Lander. Walton will take this one. We'll see if some of his adrenaline has gone away. He's gone way over the top of everybody twice. Dowdy heads it down, saved easily by Withers. Here's Jordan Day out wide to Odier. 90 seconds to play, first half. Davis. Over to Walsh near center circle. Pushed across center circle to Adam Dowdy. 75 seconds to play. Dowdy upfield, headed away by the Bearcats. Davis will come in to take it, settle it, give it to Ozer. Ozer back to, that's Bashura.
1 minute remaining in the first half.
Jordan Day. Over the top, Chrétien kept it in play. Thibaut Chrétien plays it to Robbie Young. Robbie's shot is high. It was rising the whole time. Won't be the last kick of the first half as Domileski will take the goal kick, but it might be the next to last, the penultimate kick of the first half. As Domileski taking his time, getting that ball settled in the corner, 20 seconds to play. Domileski will boot it away with about 10 seconds left. Took it short, headed along by Jordan Day as two teams trying to settle it around center circle. And Sam Walton will get the last touch, and we are at halftime. Scoreless here at the first half. Stay tuned. The halftime show after these messages on the Nighthawk Sports Network.
You are your home runs. You are your near misses. You are your years to remember and your years you'd rather forget. You are what you build and who you build it for. And you are what you leave behind. BB&T. All we see is you.
Bandit 3, this is Fox 2-3. Can you see that contact to our front? Man, it's Fox 2-3 out. Mark him with tracer fire.
There are those who choose a different path in life. A path of selflessness, of service. A path that leads to freedom. Do you have what it takes? Find out at goarmy.com/warriors.
Scoreless at halftime as you see Karad Watson on the field being honored by the men's soccer program. He's been the de facto leader of the Nighthawk students in the stands for these soccer matches throughout his career here at North Georgia. And Karad will take to the floor for the basketball season in just about 2.5 weeks as the Nighthawks will first travel up to Erskine to take part in the Peach Belt Conference Carolinas Challenge. And then we'll be at home to take on Emmanuel on the 13th, which will be the home opener for Nighthawk basketball. We hope you'll join us here on the Nighthawk Sports Network and Georgia Mountain Television. Also, we will take to the radio as well on our flagship radio station, Glory 97.9 FM and AM 1330 WGTJ. They will carry all of the home games for the Nighthawk Sports Network. As we take a look at the first half stats, 8-7, Lander leads in shots, led by Max Bolton with 2, both of his on goal. Also, Robbie Young had 2 in the first half, but neither of his were on frame. A shot apiece for Landau, Berkhamshaw, McNulty, and Marriott. Landau and McNulty both on frame. Domaleski has saved all 4 shots on frame in the first half. For the Nighthawks, 7 shots led by Jordan Day and Victor Galterio, 2 shots apiece, a shot each for Dowdy, Newhouse, and Odier. Dowdy's shot header on goal. It was easily saved by Jacob Withers. 4 corners for North Georgia, 3 for Lander, 7 fouls for North Georgia, 5 for Lander, but 2 yellow cards issued to the Bearcats, 1 to Oakley Hanger in the 34th minute, 1 to the bench in the 42nd minute. North Georgia was called offsides once in that first half. Lander leads the possession battle 54 to 46% in the first half. Take a commercial break. When we come back, take a look at the Peach Belt Conference scoreboard, action around the league. Scoreless here at halftime on the Nighthawk Sports Network.
I think scholarships impact the legacy that is UNG. When I got the acceptance letter back and it said you're good to come to University of North Georgia, I was happy as can be.
I started playing soccer when I was 3. My parents just threw me into it. I fell in love with it. My senior year of high school, I got hurt, so I didn't have very many offers, but Chris, the coach up here, reached out and he's like, hey, come on up for a visit. And so coming here, it's been incredible.
I came to UNG mainly because of basketball. I thought that the atmosphere would help me excel as a player. My teammates are like my best friends.
Me and my family, we went across and toured all these different schools, and I just remember coming here and everybody here was just so friendly, and it was just a really inviting atmosphere.
It's been really good. It's taught me a lot, and every year I've had a different role in the team, and I've learned a lot about myself in those roles.
It's been a great time. Met a lot of amazing people. Competitively, I've been shooting since high school. It's Olympic-style target shooting. Most people think you're shooting big guns, firing away, having fun. With us, it's more of a precision. It's an art.
My major is pre-med biology. I want to be an orthopedic surgeon. Some of the injuries that I've seen firsthand help me prepare to actually help people fix those broken bones.
I'm a chemistry major with a business minor and a leadership certificate. My mentor that I was reaching out to is Colonel Palmer. He always talks about the spirit of UNG and integrity and how to really live that out in everything that you do.
I'm a mathematics major, and when I got to Calculus 2, I was like, this is a little challenging, but this is actually a lot of fun.
I want to go to grad school and get a master's in sports management or sports administration and be a grad assistant in an athletic department. From there, actually getting a job.
I think I want to join the Department of Defense and be a chemist for them, but I know at some point I want to go back and get involved in public health.
Scholarships create more opportunities for people. You're not just representing yourself, you're representing those organizations that are sponsoring you.
You talk to all the athletes, the majority of them are on scholarship. It goes a long way for us because, like I said, it helps you focus just on school and you can really just be the best version of yourself.
I'm UNG Dahloneg's representative on the Student Advisory Council. The scholarships that I've received have allowed me to do the leadership positions. I never had to take on a full-time job, so that really allowed me to choose the major of my dreams. Without those scholarships, I definitely couldn't have studied as much to have as good of grades and wouldn't have been able to take on as many leadership responsibilities as I had wanted to. I definitely think it's revolutionized my time here.
The scholarships definitely allow me to focus more on school. I don't believe that I would be able to afford college if I didn't have these scholarships.
It would be a lot harder. You have to take out more student loans and you're further in debt. But since I want to go to grad school, that would put me even further behind. So it helps me set up for the future a lot better.
No matter what, even $1 from somebody, go and donate. That creates more scholarships.
I want to just say thank you. They've impacted my time here beyond anybody.
I'd really just like to thank them for this opportunity. I know there are many students like me who wouldn't be able to afford school without their aid. I definitely think that the scholarships have allowed me to just grow as a person, because there are some things you can't do by yourself, and so with that help, I think it's really gotten me where I am today.
Scoreless here in Dahlonega here on the Nighthawk Sports Network as we look around the Peach Belt Conference as Young Harris and Clayton State are in action. 68th minute, the Mountain Lions are ahead 2-0 on Clayton State. Other games to be in progress a little bit later on the men's side. Just now kicking off is Flagler and USC Aiken. They are getting ready to get going down in St. Augustine. Francis Marion travels to Georgia Southwestern for a 7 p.m. kick tonight. As well as we take a look at the women's side. Again, Pembroke defeats Georgia Southwestern 1-0. North Georgia and Flagler a 2-2 draw. And Columbus State defeated Georgia College 2-0 earlier today as well. Lander and Albany State should be finishing up any minute now. No score in that one. Clayton State and Francis Marion just underway as well. The Lakers up at the Patriots of Francis Marion. That game is still scoreless early on. Young Harris and USC Aiken coming up a little bit later on tonight on the women's side as well. Sending congratulations out to the women's cross-country team. Finished in second place today at the Peach Belt Conference Championships. Their second straight runner-up performance at the Peach Belt Conference Championships, finishing behind Flagler. 4 Nighthawks named to the all-conference team. Carmen Leroy was the freshman of the year as the fastest runner in the conference championship as a freshman. She finished in 10th place at the PBC Championships. Bree Hammond finished in 5th, Aaliyah Johnson in 6th. The race was won by Augusta's Micah Weathers. She was the Peach Belt Runner of the Year, announced last night at the Peach Belt Awards ceremony, and she backed that up with a first place finish in the conference championship race. Regionals coming up in 2 weeks. That will be at Wingate. That's where the Nighthawks will travel to next as they look to get back into the NCAA National Championship race for the first time since 2014. One last commercial break here on the halftime show. When we return, second half coverage between North Georgia and Lander. We are scoreless at halftime. Stay tuned. Back after these messages on the Nighthawk Sports Network.
All right, Joyride Beads. I hear if you run long enough, you get something called a runner's high, which sounds like something I'd really enjoy. Let's do this. Okay, so far so good. Mama Lake? What? Still no high though. Hi. Hey. Oh my God, there it was. My first runner's high. Well, better quit while I'm ahead. All right, I'm good.
Back with you here in Dahlonega. Lander and North Georgia getting set for the start of the second half here at the UNG Soccer Complex. Lander will get the opening kick. They line up trips to the right. Nobody off left, to use football terminology. They've actually got quads put out here to the right side now, as George Knight and Oakley Hanger and Max McNulty, as well as Max Bolton, all come to the near side, awaiting the touch from Tom Marriott, as North Georgia huddled up, waiting on their final player to step onto the pitch. Again, Lander will likely try and send this one quickly down the right side where they'll have numbers, trying to get a quick goal here at the start of the second half. North Georgia breaks the huddle. So now we await the whistle from Christopher Heinzman, and we are underway as Lander, not a good kick from their guy who tried to send it downfield, Jed Smith, the center back. Now out wide to ODA as North Georgia tries to break down the far touchline. ODA shows off the speed, looking to cross it in, threw on the brakes, left-footed cross low, was deflected out. Evan Davis will send one in. Call it a shot and a save for Jacob Withers. Now here's McNulty. Taken away by Galterio. Galterio now on it again. Coming from behind, it's through to Ozer. Ozer trying to get on it, trying to outrun Jed Smith. Smith does a great job, and it's off of Ozer. So he did an even better job than he thought he did. North Georgia with a throw. Bashura will be the one to take it. Into Walton. Now Galterio. Victor will take a shot. It bent the wrong way. Out wide. Goal kick. Goal kick taken by Withers. Headed up in the air by Day, then Walsh. Davis keeps it in play. As Lander trying to earn a throw. Ball will bounce at the top of the 18. Walsh heads it out wide toward Evan Davis. Getting to it first, though, is Bolton. Bolton, he'll fire a shot from distance, easily saved by Domalewski. Here's Bashura. Tried to get it through to Walton. Walton couldn't jump high enough, and Bashura will commit the foul. Bashura touches it, but it only gets as far as Knight. Now stepping in, Galterio, but it's taken away momentarily. Finally got it back was Bashura. He goes down, no whistle. Walton trying to step in. Now Ozer trying to find some possession on Smith, and a whistle and a foul. Down into the corner. Bolton. Played back to, that's Hanger. Cross sent in just past Narker. It will roll out for goal kick. '50th minute here in Dahlonega, still no score. Walsh plays it all the way across to Adam Dowdy, the former Raider of Habersham Central. Galterio has some space, no pressure from the Bearcats. Has time to send a long diagonal toward Evan Davis. Now the Bearcats will have a little bit of urgency on the defensive side. Day. Odier. Taken away by the Bearcats. Walsh trying to keep it in the attacking half. Out off of Lander for a Nighthawk throw. Again, North Georgia will earn a throw. Odier taken down, but a clean tackle. Dowdy will clear the ball up to Newhouse. Swing and a miss by the freshman. Out off of the Bearcats for a throw. Played over the top and out for goal kick. Goal kick sent away by Withers. Over the top. In on goal is Lander. Perfect defending by Dowdy. Bolton had a chance, but Dowdy, right place, right time. Played through to Sam Walton. Walton, one touch, sends a cross in, but unable to get around it, and it will be goal kick. As of right now at the Colonel Raymond C. Hamilton Rifle Range, North Georgia leading UAB and Georgia Southern, is now a free kick for Lander off the foul. It'll be Oakley Hanger to send this one in. One person Wall and Sam Walton. Sent in. Flick toward goal. Domaleski did enough to push it out. Corner kick coming. Max Bolton provided the pressure on Domaleski. So here comes a corner from Lander. Headed over the crossbar for goal kick. Kimberly Nettles a personal best 591 on air rifle. Her 6 strings, 99, 98, 98, 99, 99, 98. Out of a possible 600, she dropped just 9 points. Here's Jordan Day. Plays over to Galterio. Galterio tries to thread through for Ozer. The offside flag goes up. North Georgia Soccer on the Nighthawk Sports Network is brought to you by the UNG Bookstore. 4 locations across Northeast Georgia. Walsh tracks it down, plays it up the sideline to Odier. Odier into the center of the park. Jordan Day made the first miss, did the redshirt senior. Newhouse, cheeky touch out wide for Odier, who somehow got that in his back heel and flipped it back over his head. And Narker will concede the throw. Davis up to take it. Going to take this one deep. Tried to find Ozer. Comes out to Galterio. Back to Davis. And off of Lander. So Davis prepares to take another throw in. Another long one into the box. Ozer heads this, or rather Odier heads this one down. It'll roll out across touchline for a throw. Sent upfield, Ozer onside, but a little heavy as Withers easily will pick up that pass. Dowdy to Bashura, not a good touch. Here's Bolton, defended well. Corner kick conceded. Coming to the near side is Landau. He'll take this one. High into the back post. Flicked away by the Nighthawks, but Tom Marriott back on it. Perfect tackle by Newhouse. Gives away a corner in the process, but does well to not allow the cross. Marriott will take this one. over the top of everybody. Out for a throw for North Georgia. Off of Galterio across the touchline. Lander down the near side. Here's Burkamshaw. Cross sent in. Goal kick. As now Jordan Knight, or George Knight, excuse me, and Max McNulty don't agree with it. Headed down by McNulty. North Georgia sends it across the midfield stripe and out of play for a Lander throw. Ozer was ready to try and cut off the throw in back to Withers. Now this one's sent well downfield. Dowdy skies to get that one. Jordan Day touches it back to Walsh, who sends it upfield looking for Odier. Narker on it. Gives it up to now the back line and Danyon. Knight. Taken down from behind. Free kick. Substitution waiting for Lander on the far side. Free kick taken. Dowdy heads it away. It'll be a throw for the Bearcats and a substitution for Lander. We'll see who comes on for the Bearcats. Stepping off is Landau. Grant Wagner will step on for the first time today, the sophomore from Irmo, South Carolina. Top of the sixth, and a shot by Knight is deflected away by North Georgia, and now the Nighthawks trying to counter. Newhouse trying to race past the Bearcats. Sliding in to deflect it away is Narker. Walton will cede it to Bashura. Now Ozer back to Walton. A defensive battle here in Dahlonega. We are still scoreless. 27 and change to play in the second half. Plenty of time. George Knight in the corner. Knight to the top of the 18. McNulty back to Knight. Crossed in. Headed away by Evan Davis. Galterio gets a touch. Newhouse trying to run on it. Unable to do so. Galterio trying to get on it. Bearcats break through, have some space. A shot taken, deflected by Walsh. Punched wide, and the shot is in the net. Max Bolton off the rebound. Seventh goal of the year for Max Bolton, the freshman, puts Lander on the board.
That Bearcat goal was scored by number 25, Max Bolton. Your new score here.
North Georgia will try and press forward, looking for an equalizer now as George Knight finds in the middle of the pitch to Grant Wagner. Now here's Bolton, the goal scorer. Bolton pressing forward. Flipped out by the back line for North Georgia. Newhouse up to Odier. Odier cross coming in. Ozer was there, but the Bearcats stepped in. Odier keeps it in play. Cross in for Ozer. Flipped out by the Bearcat defense. Sam Walton, he'll fire a shot, easily saved by Withers. Jordan Day settles it for North Georgia, pushes it out wide to Bashura. Bashura threads it through for Ozer, and a little heavy of a touch for Galterio as Withers will wait on some pressure before picking the ball up and now rolls it out to Danyon. Davis sends it up. Newhouse settles it. Newhouse finally brought some pressure, did Lander. Touched out to Davis. Davis into, that's Jordan Day. Out wide for Galterio. Into the center looking for Walton. The Bearcats take it away. They look to push quickly. Touched over the top, and the Bearcats going to yell at each other a little bit as Bolton did not like the placement of that ball. Now David Zions will check back on for the Nighthawks, replacing Walton. North Georgia Soccer on the Nighthawk Sports Network is brought to you by Yahula Creek Grill. Comfort food reinvented. Played over the top. Now here's Bolton trying to split the center backs. Comes down to Lander, and a handball going to be called on Tom Marriott. Free kick for North Georgia on the foul from Lander. Evan Davis will take it. Out of bounds for goal kick. Clock will stop as Withers doing a little time wasting. Knight has the ball taken away from him, but the Lander back line there. Almost turned it over as Newhouse was looking out wide for Zions. Played up to Bolton. Dowdy giving chase. It'll go out off of well, let's see who it goes off of. Let's see what the call is. It's either offside or a foul. Either way, it's a free kick for North Georgia. Not really sure what happened there. Young Harris defeats Clayton State 2-0. Lander will get a throw. North Georgia trying to press forward now. Here's Odier. He pushes it out wide for Ozer. Ozer keeps it in. Cross coming. Nobody there except Jacob Withers. Through to Galterio. Now here's Victor again. Odier taken down, advantage played, and now Lander will clear it away. Upfield. Bolton to Knight. Knight into the corner. Crossed in, back post, headed away by the Nighthawks. Top of the box, Newhouse. Played back out wide to Knight. Now up top to Hanger. Back out wide to Knight. Knight sends a low cross in, sent out by Dowdy. Knight heads it back in. Settled by Marriott. Shot taken is over the top of everything. Corner kick coming for the Bearcats. Sent in, headed away by North Georgia. Bearcats will get on it first. Into the corner for Hanger, who could not keep it in play. Thrown in quickly, Bashura finds Jordan Day in the middle. Now to Michael Walsh. Walsh out wide for Davis. Davis up the touchline. Only Bearcats there. Now Walsh, center of the park for Jordan Day. Back to Walsh. Across the pitch to Adam Dowdy. Now Zions back to Dowdy. Sends this one upfield. Out of play for a Nighthawk throw. Withers has to come off his line to boot that one away. Ozer tried to fire a quick shot, but couldn't get the shot off. Played through toward Newhouse, and Galterio is going to be whistled for the foul. Clock will stop as Lander again just taking their time. Sent away. Withers toward the top of the 18. Dowdy gets the header away. Now here's Zions to Ozer. Back to Bashura. Bashura tries to thread it through to Newhouse. Newhouse couldn't touch it out in front of him. Dowdy heads it down into the turf. And a handball on Lander. Flagler men lead USC Aiken 1-0, 32nd minute. Galterio there, but Withers makes the stop. Here come the Bearcats. 15 minutes to play. They lead 1-0. Bashura over the top, out for a throw. Clock will stop as Heinzman goes to his pocket. A yellow card issued to Max McNulty. So McNulty now on a yellow. As the rain begins to fall. Big raindrops. Goal kick coming for Domaleski. North Georgia Soccer on the Nighthawk Sports Network is brought to you by Chick-fil-A. Eat more chicken. So here are the Nighthawks on the attack. Jordan Day finds Evan Davis. Davis out wide. Odier out for a corner. Corner kick coming for Newhouse. Sent in. Headed away by the Bearcats. Galterio off the half volley. Tried to get some deflections. Wanted a handball, but Heinzman says no. Just as quickly as the rain starts, it hasn't quite stopped. Now a whistle. Another card coming. This one to Donovan Odier. So
yellow card was issued to number 19, Donovan Odier of the Nighthawks. His first caution of the game.
Withers off his line to make that catch. Davis up top to Newhouse. Settled by the Bearcats as the rain starts again, as hard as it has today. Zions tries to slide in and deflect it away. Now Withers will send this one upfield. Played up and now toward the 18. McNulty sends a cross over the frame. Nobody making a run. So the rain falls here in Dahlonega. Here come the Bearcats. Shot fired by McNulty well wide. As you can see how big those raindrops are. Played out wide. McNulty. Or rather, that was Bolton, but Bolton is offside. Yeah, Robin Turan out to check on Odier. Odier will have to step off as the training staff came on to take a look at him. Don't know why Odier has not been allowed back on. Now he's allowed on. Domaleski off his line to settle that one. Ten minutes to play here in Dahlonega. And the rain subsides a little bit as Bolton fires a shot. It's saved by Connor Domaleski. In the air, Ozer touches it down. Day goes down. He's still down as Lander presses forward. Domaleski keeps the ball in play. And now play will stop as Jordan Day's gone down. We will check on him. Jordan Day, the redshirt senior out of England. Both teams getting a sip of water as Jordan is checked on by the training staff. Jordan being helped up. walking under his own power a little bit gingerly as Josh Corlett steps on. So Day will step off as Josh Corlett steps on, the 5'6" junior from Hull, England. He transferred in from Lake Tahoe Community College.
On to the field for the Nighthawks, number 29, Josh Corlett.
Here's Galterio. Into the middle to Newhouse. Touched to Ozer. Advantage played. Here's Bashura. Bashura, he sends a cross that he never got around on. So it just sailed over the crossbar. Day will come back onto the pitch. Good sign for him. Zions will step off. Goal kick taken. Lander trying to find a second. With Georgia looking for an equalizer. Here's Corlett, his first touch. Pushed off the ball by Knight. Out for a Bearcat throw. For the most part, the rain subsided. For the time being, anyway. Here's Marriott. Shot is blocked by Walsh. And then a goal kick is earned by North Georgia with 7 minutes to play. Nighthawks have got to pick up the tempo. Davis with the ball. Sends it up toward Ozer. Walsh with a header, finds Jordan Day. Day settles it in center circle. Gives to Ozer. Ozer out wide for Bashura. Bashura. Back to Ozer. Aaron. Finds Jordan Day. Touches toward end line, and it will roll out for goal kick as he was looking for Corlett, but unable to find him. Withers. Robbie Young back into the match for Lander. Handball on Lander. Free kick coming for North Georgia. Dowdy sends it upfield, looking for Odier. Bounces through. See if anybody got a touch on it. They'll play it all the way back to Withers. Pressure coming from North Georgia, and Withers will send this ball away. Over the head of everyone, George Knight will be the first to get on it. Knight with space. Touches it over to Bolton. His shot into the side netting for goal kick. Clock will stop at 4:47 to check on Bolton. The Nighthawks will also look to make a substitution here. I believe that's Jacob Eck, and it is. Eck, the 6-foot junior out of Motala, Sweden. Ozer touches for Corlett. Corlett got past the first, breaking into the 18. Toe touch toward the near post. And Withers was able to cover it up. In the corner, North Georgia earns a throw. 4 minutes to play. We're in the 87th. Thrown in. Ozer touches it right back, and Lander able to clear it away. Bolton touches it past Adam Dowdy. Dowdy with a touch to Domaleski. Domaleski out wide for Walsh. Now Walsh plays it over to Dowdy. Lander trying to see this one out. Galterio. Not the pass that he wanted to play. Jacob Eck able to keep it in, though, I think. No, he's not. Go out for a Bearcat throw. Day trying to break out of it. Ball goes out to Bashura, played up toward Ozer. Ozer trying to get on it. Sent upfield for Lander. Bashura trying to win it away. He's able to. But Lander gets it right back, and now here's Bolton. Bolton defended by Galterio. He'll take it into the corner. Sent into the 18, shot and a goal. As the Bearcats make it 2-0. So the assist will go to Bolton. Robbie Young with the goal. Bolton with the assist. And Lander making a few substitutions. McNulty and Bolton stepping off for, I believe Chretien's on. No, Chretien's not on. Bryce Baye. So Bryce Baye and Mitch Gutteridge on for Lander here in the late goings. Thrown in by Eck. Galterio trying to chip it over the top. Day thought about a shot, trying to drive through a couple of defenders. Now Newhouse trying to touch it over. Corlett's shot is saved by Withers. Till Lambert steps on for North Georgia. So Lambert's the St. Leo transfer into the match for North Georgia.
Onto the field for the Nighthawks, number 16, Till Lamert.
As Lander trying to see the final 40 seconds out. Walsh will play it back to Domaleski, 35 seconds to play. Here's Jordan Day, sending it up top as North Georgia fires numbers forward, and the shot by Odier is easily saved by Withers. And that's about all of it here from the UNG Soccer Complex. Lander will earn another win as the Bearcats fire one toward goal as the lights go out in Dahlonega. And the Bearcats win this one 2-0. We'll be back after these messages to wrap things up on the Nighthawk Sports Network.
Bandit 3, this is Fox 2-3. Can you see that contact to our front? Man, it's Fox 2-3 out. Mark him with tracer fire.
There are those who choose a different path in life. A path of selflessness, of service. A path that leads to freedom. Do you have what it takes? Find out at goarmy.com/warriors.
The UNG Bookstore is the one-stop shop where students can get anything they need for the classroom and fans can find everything they need to support the Nighthawks, from shirts and jackets to car decals and tailgating chairs. Gear up at the Nighthawks Nest with officially licensed UNG merchandise. Be sure to shop in store to find the item of the week. Visit our stores in Dahlonega, Gainesville, Oconee, and Cumming, or check us out online at ungbookstore.com. The UNG Bookstore is a proud sponsor of North Georgia Athletics.
Hi, I'm Sonia McClain with Red Rooster Realty. Fall is right around the corner, and it doesn't get any prettier than this. Have you been thinking about buying in Georgia's Lake and Mountain Paradise? Give me a call at 770-480-4777.
You are your home runs. You are your near misses. You are your years to remember and your years you'd rather forget. You are what you build and who you build it for. And you are what you leave behind. BB&T. All we see is you.
2-0, Lander defeats North Georgia here in Dahlonega on Military Appreciation Day here at the UNG Soccer Complex. Lander with a 19-9 shot advantage on the Nighthawks, including 11-2 in that second half of play. A 64th minute goal for Max Bolton, an 89th minute goal by Robbie Young. That how we get to 2-0 in favor of the Bearcats. North Georgia will be back in action a week from today as they go to USC Aiken on Saturday. Nighthawk women back in action on Wednesday. They go to Young Harris back here in Dahlonega on Saturday, November the 2nd, to battle Albany State in Peach Belt Conference action. Also to have Senior Day here in Dahlonega. Of course, you can tune into Hawk Talk on Mondays at 3:30 on the flagship radio station for North Georgia Athletics, Glory 97.9 AM 1330 WGTJ. Also, Apple Podcasts, Google Play, Spotify, and UNGathletics.com. Starting to get a little bit basketball-centric this week as we look forward to the start of basketball season in 2 weeks from now. Of course, not this week, but next week, planning on having a Craig Corbin episode of Hawk Talk, which will be one of the must-listens in Hawk Talk this season. Our thanks to our entire crew here on the Nighthawk Sports Network. Camera operator William Colgan, our producer Corinne Thompson, our executive producer Morgan Brooks. I am Walker McCreary signing off from the Gold City. Be back here on Saturday as the women battle Albany State. Until then, signing off from Dahlonega. 2-0 Lander defeats North Georgia on the Nighthawk Sports Network.